Hey guys and girls, Nathan here from the Be Invested headquarters. Just want to reach out regarding something controversial that I said the other week, and there appears to be some idiots, we shall not name them, to give them any credit. However, there was a guy on Twitter who clipped out a 20-second section of me talking about bankruptcy on a video that was a half hour long last week, and talked about the fact that I'm an idiot and I don't know what I'm talking about. These guys are out there trying to pretend and preach that they know data and whatnot. However, they're very, very misinformed, and it's good that they have their communities, because that means that we need tenants, and these guys are just educating people purely wrong around finance and whatnot, but that's their opinion, that's my opinion. I just wanted to clarify for those guys, for starters, and from a compliance side, that I'm not a financial advisor. However, I just have an opinion like everyone else does, and I use my opinions to navigate through life and navigate through cycles. And for those of you that are just starting to watch this or haven't tuned into my other stuff, I was able to retire from the workforce in the middle of the GFC. I own over 200 properties. That's my game. So I've been waiting. Like I turn 35 next month, and you could have given me a brand new Lambo, a Rolls Royce, or whatever for my birthday, but you could never have given me something as great as this scamdemic coronavirus crap. So just on that note, the reason why it's so great is because of the stimulus packages for all involved. The reason why I made my video the other week was to clarify that a lot of people are sitting on the edge, on the sideline, and they're ready to jump in the market. And they're like, we're going to get a bargain, everyone's going to go bankrupt, whatnot. I made a comment about bankruptcy laws, and I've printed it off from the Australian Financial Security Authority. It is a communist government website, and it says coronavirus and changes to bankruptcy laws. Basically, it says here the 25th of March 2020, changes came into effect to support individuals and businesses. Temporary debt relief measures include 6 months temporary debt protection, changes to bankruptcy notice, impacts to people who are currently bankrupt. 6-month temporary debt protection. We've increased the temporary debt protection period available for people in financial difficulty from 21 days to 6 months. So generally, if you owe over $5,000, someone can take you to court, sue you, and send you bankrupt within a 21-day sort of process. Now it is extended to 6 months, and it says here we have increased the debt threshold. Follows for creditors to apply for bankruptcy notice against the debtor. The limit has increased from $5,000 to $20,000. We've increased the time frame for a debtor to respond to a bankruptcy notice from 21 days to 6 months. This means that a creditor will have to wait until the 6-month period has passed before they commence bankruptcy proceedings. So what this means is that, if you're sitting out there thinking that there's going to be this big crash, well, you're probably right. Like, there is a financial shitstorm, and we're right in the middle of it, right? And if you refer to my other videos where I've spoken about, and I'm not talking about little snippets that have been cut out of my videos, guys, of 20 seconds, but if you look at the other videos and the things I've been talking about for the last 24 months, I warned of this coming to the dates that things actually have occurred. And this is the greatest time. I'm not saying go out there and run and buy property, right? These guys are dicks that are trying to cut up my videos and put words in my mouth. And I'm just addressing it for the whole community. But this is a time where, there's stimulus packages coming for everybody. It doesn't matter if you have a business, you're a tenant, if you're a business, the stimulus packages, your staff are getting paid $1,500 a fortnight. There's loans at 0% interest rates, or very close to it, 1%, 2%. If you're paying 2% or 3% on a mortgage at the moment, that's almost nothing, right? Never before have interest rates been at this level, and they're going to be here for a long while, because the government's just taken out $300 billion worth of debt to stimulate the economy, and this is just the start of it. I believe we're going to be in a severe sort of retail and a business sort of recession later part this year. They're throwing the whole kitchen sink at this in order to stave off a recession. What happens is, when you look at all markets, throughout recessions, throughout the course of Australian history, all the way back to the 1900s. Every time there has been a recession, they have stimulated the economy, especially more so since the 1960s and 1970s. They have thrown a lot more stimulus packages. Basically, they're just printing more money. They're throwing that in the economy to try and skim over the recession and not allow for it to occur. What happens on the tail end of that is that all this money is being printed, it finds a home, and the cost of goods goes up. So whether it be your Big Mac from 2008 is more expensive in 2020, then inflation occurs due to the fact that they're just printing off more money. So I'm sure the haters out there will try and cut this video up, try and turn it into whatever they want, and that's fine. But the opportunities out there, if you think the sky's going to fall in, that's really cool. And I've got lots of properties that I can rent to you when you do nothing, and then you realize in 10 years time that you missed out on an opportunity, feeling suicidal, that you missed out on an opportunity of a lifetime, getting interest rates at almost 0%. I'll use the operative word of almost 0% because interest rates at 25 basis points at the RBA, at 3% at the major banks, is basically giving money away. So being able to access liquidity and access funds at the moment has never been cheaper. And ultimately it's going to come in the format of much larger inflation in the years to come, and it'll hurt people. Not for me, not for a lot of you guys in the community that are out there taking action, investing in the right places, protecting yourself, being educated, and making the right moves throughout this time. So look guys, if you do get stuck, you do have some financial issues, feel free to reach out to my office. If you are trying to chase up some of those debts and need some help around this, I do have a legal department in here which specialises in helping people chase sort of debts and whatnot. So feel free to hit up my office, and just as I always say guys, don't ever let a good crisis go to waste. So make sure you take the opportunities that are out there. The stimulus packages, not just going to property owners, not going to anyone specifically, the whole world. Like if one person was in money trouble, you see the issue. If everyone's in the money trouble, at this point, like what we're seeing globally, they're just got to turn those printing presses on and print out stimulus packages in all different ways, shapes or sizes, and it's going to find its way through the economy. And ultimately, they normally say it's the taxpayer that's going to pay for it. The person that's getting taxed at this point is someone that's saving cash, and that's a really cool opportunity here. Someone will foot the bill, and those people that are going to be footing the bill is going to be coming through to all of us via inflation over the years to come. So understand how money works, understand how currency works, understand how currency is printed, and you'll see between the lines, guys. Catch up soon. Make sure you make the most of this, and stay safe. Bye for now.